Hi! I want to go through all the necessary information you need to get started working with Synera with you. First off, we will have a look at the customer portal together. You find it under portal.synera.io. And you can see we have the different tabs here, and you also find them on the side. If you are here for the first time, you will have to sign in and you will have gotten an email with your credentials, and I recommend that you go into your settings and you can change your password here so that it's not the password we send to you, but you can set your own password and also remember that easily. All right, so let's go to the start page again. Here with these tiles, you see that you can go to all the events we have scheduled and can sign up for them if you're interested. A very important tab for you will probably be the support. If you go on here, you can write support tickets to us. It can be technical support, but also please, if you find some bugs in our software, report them to us so we can fix them. Or if you're in need for a functionality that you're actually missing, please write us a feature request as detailed as possible so that we can consider working on the feature you need. Also, you could write us an email or you can directly schedule a support meeting. So if it's very urgent, you can click on here and then you can go into the calendar of our support team and schedule a 15 minutes call directly. I will jump over the Learn tab. This is the last one I will get to, and we can now move on to the Marketplace tab. So this is our marketplace where you can find all the different add-ins you can use with our software. If you have a token license, the usage of these add-ins will just draw tokens according to the token drawage of these add-ins, and you install them by selecting one and clicking on Install. You will see some information here, and of course you can search for add-ins or filter by topics to get the add-ins you need installed. Let's have a look at the next tab, the download. So here you can download the versions of our software, and of course it makes sense to go with the newest version. So the newest version always shows up on top, you just download it, but you could also select older versions if you need that for some reason. If you expand this, you can see all the new features that were implemented in this version. And here's a recording of the release webinar. So if you want to watch in a bit more detail what was new in this version, you can watch this webinar. But also if you open the new version for the first time, there will be a tab opening with information on all the new functionalities, which is a bit condensed down inside the software. In case you also want to use our API, maybe to develop your own add-in or for some other reason because you use the scripting component, maybe there's a developer documentation. Here you find the documentation. And then also there's our API under the Dev tab. Especially during your onboarding to our software, the Learn tab will be quite important for you. Here you find our Academy and the online documentation. In the online documentation, we have written down the important information you need, for example, about how to activate your license or how our data structures work. If you're looking for information, have a look here. If you can't find it, of course, always schedule a support meeting with us or send us a support request. let's have a look at the Academy, which will help you to learn our software. When you click on the Academy for the first time, we will ask you what you want to automate. And this helps us to customize the content and the learning materials we provide and recommend to you. So right now we don't have so many learning paths ready, as we are still looking for what we really need. So if you don't find it here, please let us know what you want to automate so that we know which learning paths to prioritize. If you find it here, please select the job you want to automate and save that. After that, you will be forwarded to our Academy. If at some point you would like to change the job you want to automate, please go to your profile settings and edit it. So here you can always go back and edit what you selected before. You will be assigned to a learning path based on the selection you made before. So if you found the job you want to automate in the selection, you will see yourself already enrolled into a learning path, like here. You can then click on See Modules, see everything that's inside this learning path, and you can just start from the top. We did our best for you to get the knowledge you need to automate what you want to do in the right order so that it's adding up and gives you all the necessary knowledge as fast and efficiently as possible. So you start from the top and you click yourself through. And for example, I open this one. You can see on the side the different units of a course. You can see the progress of this individual course. On top, we are always super happy if you want to leave us feedback so that we can improve. And then you see the progress of your entire learning path up here. If you close your learning path and scroll down a bit, you can see all the existing trainings that we have. So here are all the trainings we have in our Academy. You can filter for your level, for example, or for the application, or also for add-ins that you would like to use. We might put some announcement in here when we have a new learning path or new content that's interesting for you. Here you find some statistics about your learning behavior. You can see what you already did and how far you've come. And then also there's an archive where you could upload your own files if you want to save what you worked on during your journey of learning Synera. To sum up, in your overview you find the learning path, which is what we recommend you to do to automate your use case. However, of course, you're free to learn anything you want about our software, so also you can explore here and see if you find something that's interesting to you and might be outside your learning path. We have multiple kind of content. Sometimes there's a video to click along to. Sometimes it's text-based with pictures to clarify. Sometimes there's just a Synera file to download and there's text inside to comprehend what you see in the file. I highly recommend to you that you work with two screens when learning Synera. So open up the Academy in one of your screens and then the software in the other screen. This will make it very easy for you to follow the trainings. To get started now, of course, you need to have the software installed. If you haven't already done that, please go to Download, download the newest release and open it. You will then have to activate your license. This depends on the license type your company has, so you might need some support from your IT department with that. And in the documentation, you can find information about the licensing, so how to do online or offline activation or how to connect to a license server. And then for your IT, it's probably interesting to learn how to set up a license server for a floating license server or a token license server and activate it. Also, if you're struggling for some reason, you can also find the FAQs about troubleshooting here. And of course, always feel free to get support from us. I hope you're now all set up to get going and learn Synera, and I hope you enjoy it, and I wish you a lot of success.